Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, a cancer deck that I'm actually bringing on the channel just because there's hero in it. Not the way you could think about it, but oh jeez, in a really cancer deck. So as you may have seen from the thumbnail, this is about BISHBAALKIN and Plasma together, but there's also CALIGA somehow, but you will see everything. So to be 100% honest with you guys, this is an idea that I got from playing with a player on ladder. So I was climbing Intercaga, I was having a duel, and this guy pulled these pulled actually Stratos and searched for Plasma in deck, and I thought about this. Of course, this is my own version. His deck was different, but of course the idea was from there, so it's not in my native idea, okay? But before jumping right to it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with the most hated character of the whole history of duelings, and I'm talking about Sherry. So the skill is Revolution the Flares. You all know what this does, and this is the cancer. So there is a part of the cancer that we already know, right? And this part consists of Alistair the Invoker and the Invocation. So of course, not to mention is the Sorcerer the Flare triple, Sash the Flare triple, double Necrosynchron, and Glow Up Bulb for the usual combo. But then we got a couple of normal summons, of course 3 copies and 3 copies, Alistair to go eventually into CALIGA or into Purgatrio in an offensive way, into CALIGA for a defensive play going first, and then we have Stratos. Now, the thing is, why should we play Stratos as a normal summon in a deck like this? Well, for the only reason of summoning Plasma. Well, this is kinda disgusting, cause I never saw this before, I never thought about it, but well, the combo that I wanna show you, it's actually just summoning BISHBAALKIN with any of the level 4. Now, of course, if you start with Stratos, you're gonna get from his effect to add Plasma to your hand, and then it will just count as a level 4 that you will modify with the skill to level 3, then skill again to summon Necrosynchron. Necrosynchron will increase the level of Stratos by 2, so it becomes 5, and then 5 plus 2 is Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, but Necrosynchron summons the bulb from the deck, so 7 plus 1 is Geomoth Magma. Why? Because it's a Synchron, it's a tuner. We need him to be a tuner, because the bulb comes back, you use the skill, make it a level 8 to steer the flare, double level 8 into BISHBAALKIN into the extra monster zone. Then you use the effect, you fill the whole field, your opponent's board included, of tokens of 0/0, and then you tribute your 3 tokens into Plasma. Dude, give me a break. And yeah, you got that. So I'm playing triple lands because, of course, as you may imagine, the only problem for this deck is gonna be back rows, and that's why we play triple lands. And I will probably say, luckily, we do not have an answer to back rows. Otherwise, this would have been just bannable, let's say this, right? But what's even worse is that it can happen, of course, thanks to the messed up RNG from Konami, that you get Plasma in your hand a lot of times, even without summoning Stratos. Well, what happens if you have Plasma, as you will see in the replays, and you get Alistair the Invoker? Well, your turn 1 can look like BISHBAALKIN, Plasma, and CALIGA. Dude, help all of the duelists that will happen to face these shish. Now, for the rest of the extra deck, guys, it's just regular stuff. Dingirsu, Trishula eventually going second. These are the only needed for the invoked stuff. These 3, of course, are all for the BISHBAALKIN combo. And then a couple of generic stuff. These to have another access to a fire-type monster for your Purgatrio, while instead Unicorn, just because you're gonna have tons of tokens and stuff that you can link summon with, so just another removal. If you miss any of these 2, feel free to replace them however you want. And that's it, guys, as I actually named the deck is the next level cancer. But yep, that's it for the explanation, guys, and let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replays. These are all from the DLV Max KC Cup. I actually tested this in the DLV Max because I had to do the duels for the challenge stamps and for the duel of the day, so to get my gems, and it's us to go. So this is the case scenario that I told you about the Decklist breakdown, like when you have Hollister and you're ready the plasma in your hand. And trust me, plasma is gonna be in your hand a lot of times just because the Konami's RNG is just messed up. So we got Alistair to begin with, got the invocation, so now pay attention here. With the skill, you change the level of Alistair to 3, so you can increase it to 5 with the effect of Necrosynchron. 5 plus 2 is Clear Wing, and then Necrosynchron bringing up the Bulb. 7 plus 1 is Geomoth Magma, then Bulb comes back, you transform that into a Sorcier the Flare with the skill, as you can see there. 8 plus 8 is BISHBAALKIN, then triple token, actually 6 tokens, on our field and on its field, and then we tribute our own tokens into Plasma. Oh, dude. And we're not done yet, because we use Alistair invocation into CALIGA. Oh my dude. This is your turn 1, a couple of Alistairs in hand. Oh well. The only bad thing here is that Plasma is not that big, so it's easily destroyable by battle. That's the only problem. But still, he's got Zombie Ward to begin with, tributing 2 into Vampire Sucker. That was super nice for him. Actually, was lucky that he got the Zombie Ward in hand. Then he went Nightmare Unicorn, but we don't care at all because everything is just negated. But he sent that to Grave, and now that he's attacking, actually, I used the skill again. It's got the Unchained Abomination, and he can still pop the Plasma, of course, because as I told you, it does not have that great stats. But now it's us to go. He's got the Bullet Rush coming back. At this point, BISHBAALKIN to have one more token, and then I'm just waiting for now because I literally don't know what to do. So as I can't attack with the BISHBAALKIN. Keep in mind, when you use the effect, you can't attack, and I forgot about that. Then he popped the CALIGA, still fine. Abomination to pop stuff, but to pop the BISHBAALKIN, but he can't pop it. But he changed the effect of Bullet Rush to actually banish that, and that was interesting. He's got the Macera back. Now let's see what happens. We're not done yet. We can just use Invocation into Purgatrio. He's got the token there, and we do not need anything else. Purgatrio going for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. So even though he successfully broke the board because he had the Zombie Ward in hand, he still didn't make it. There you go. Second duel, my boys, interrupting a 7-win streak of the Birds. And we have Stratos here, so exactly the same combo as before, so the only difference is that we do not have Alistair. So you use the skill, change the level to 3, increase it to 5 with Stratos, and then straight away, easy combo, 8, Bulb, 8 again, BISHBAALKIN, the effect to get the tokens, tribute summon, actually special summon Plasma by tributing 3 tokens, and there you go. He's got the Book of Eclipse to begin with. That's why, as I told you, I was playing just the lens, you know, the forbidden lenses. But he's got nothing else. He still can't do nothing with the token, because I think he hoped that with the Book of Eclipse he would have got rid of the tokens, but that's not how it works. And then Search the Flare to pop the BISHBAALKIN that can't be destroyed by card effects, and at this point we're just winning. Because Alistair gets Invocation, we can just go Invocation with the Moth Mech that is fire in the grave, Purgatrio attacking with piercing damage, all of these boys in defense position with 0 defense. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. Third duels against Bane of Darkness, and this was a very interesting interaction that I think a lot of you wouldn't know the answer to. So it's got Buster Blade, as you can see, then he summoned the boy, the Buster Whelp. So look at this, he's going into the Protector Whelp of Destruction Swordsman using the effect, summoning the boy, milling the trap card. So he's actually going into the level 1 again, Buster Dragon, and then he's got the Buster Dragon to take back the level 7, Link Summon into Decal Talker, but I think he misplayed as like he has nothing to tribute here, so it's just going with the classic Floodgate, like no effect for me because everything becomes a dragon, and dragon's effect cannot activate their dragon monsters cannot activate their effect. So, what do we do now? We just get plasma. We had plasma and we were very lucky here, right? So we just sat 3 monsters, plasma, and because plasma came later to the party, his effect is the one that wins. So everything negated. He tries to use the effect of Buster Dragon, negated. We steal the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. We pop the Buster Dragon. At this point, he has no effect available. He summons the Dark Magician. He gets the Poly and also the Fusion Wave Motion. But well, what can you do? Nothing. We got the Soldier de Flare. We summon the Sorcier, we got the Buster Dragon, Xyz summon into Dingirsu, Dingirsu getting rid of the Decal Talker, Soldier the Flare popping the Dingirsu, but we avoid the destruction of course, and then you just go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, interrupting a 5-win trick. So just to show you a couple of duels going first and a couple of duels going second. This is the second going second. And I mean, not that it was needed. Like, we know Revolution, the Flare decks are just insane going second. But just so that you know, this is Preda Practice. It's actually Preda Plants. So it's got the Preda Practice with the Beyblade, and the Clammy, and then all the stuff. Let's see what it's gonna end on. It's got the Trap card, it's got the Ambulomelides, the Scorpio to get the Diffusion Recycling Plant and not the Super Poly. Makes sense to me to have more card advantage. It's got the Jugglestapelia and the Trap card that I think it was the card he searched. So we got Revolution the Flare ready. We used the effect of Soch the Flare to pop the Jugglestapelia. She used the effect, but we don't care. He went with the Preda Planet here because the token, I mean, doesn't matter because the effect activates in the grave when he has no tokens. Then we got the effect, of course, with Sorcier stealing the Jugglestapelia from his graveyard. At this point, we just have to find a way to go lethal. So the Ingirsu to get rid of one of the monsters. At this point, Stratos to get another Stratos, the skill to get the Necrosynchron, changing the level, increasing it, Clear Wing to get the bulb, skill to get another 2900, and we're going for lethal. We're just attacking. He's got Hydra, but we can just negate that. He should have activated that on Dingirsu. It was the only target that we couldn't negate. So, Hydra negated, but not that it matters. We just attack. He's got the Saracenian, but we don't care because we can just avoid destruction with the Dingirsu's effect. At this point, we're just going for lethal. He searches for Spinoidea, Spinodionea, but we don't care. We're just going for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Guys, again, do not play this in the KC Cup if you want to have fun. Keep in mind, there are still going to be some decks that can overcome this, but it's going to be super tough. So, this is horrible. This is really horrible. I think you would have seen this eventually from someone else. That's why I uploaded this. So that you know how to play against this eventually. The only way it's actually back rows, and probably, I mean, for example, Cyber Dragon is one of the decks that can have a way to deal with that, because you can just tribute summon your Cyber Dragons and make room for stuff. But also Kaiju, eventually the BISHBAALKIN or the Plasma or the CALIGA, so you actually have an answer. I don't know what the other decks are doing. Probably Predaplan can also come out of this with the token and stuff, but we'll see. Again, please do not play this deck. And that's everything for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.